So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, folks. I'm going to be talking about investing, the rule of 72, and some concepts that we teach most Canadians when we sit down with them. So when we sit down with clients, we show them this slide and we simply tell them that 74% of Canadians don't have enough for their retirement. People have less than 100,000 for their retirement. And generally speaking, that would only last you 2 years, 3 years max, stretching it. So a lot of people we speak to, they're delaying their investing. They're waiting until their 30s, 40s, 50s, and they're not putting a single dollar into their account. Now I ask this question, does it make more sense to put nothing and not grow your account, or does it make more sense to put in what you can afford? 30, 40, $50 a month. At least you're getting that discipline and you're getting that growth. So a lot of people I speak to, even they come to Canada. They're from India, Pakistan. Maybe they even live in Canada. And a lot of people are planning to have a better life. They're planning to have a house, kids, etc. But people are not planning for their retirement. People have no investment strategy. A lot of people are very misinformed. I hear people investing in crypto, investing in dog coins, investing in Trump coin, whatever the heck it may be. Now, so many people are losing money because they have no idea. They don't have a coach, they don't have a plan, and they're just not educated. So, this is why we sit down with people and we just show them the value of what we do. See, we don't even have to do anything for you. We could just simply show you what we're able to do for you and how we can make your plan better. So that's what we want to do. And that's ultimately what we want for everyone. We want everyone to sit down with us and we show them the value of what we do and how we can really help them. And then we look at your FIN number, not your SIN number, but your FIN number. It's the total amount of money you need to put away by retirement to live comfortably. So literally, we just take your monthly expenses. We multiply that by 12 and we times that by the years you could live for retirement. So we usually say 65 to 85. Everyone's situation is different, but that's the average. So you can see someone who earns 5,000 to 9,000 a month, you're going to need anywhere between 1.2 million and 2.1 million. That doesn't include inflation or rates of returns. Now, the reason why is because it's literally too confusing. Now, there is people I speak to who are high-level professionals who understand these concepts, but most people don't. Most people aren't educated. 90% of people wouldn't understand these concepts because the math is just too messy. So we break it down really easy so we can figure out what your FIN number is, how much you need for your retirement, and really set a plan and course so we can hit that goal. Our objective here is to make sure that we're hitting your goals, to make sure that you're happy. I want everyone to come out of my meeting and be happy, satisfactory, because it's about delivering that exceptional customer service and making that exceptional plan that everyone is happy with. So then we talk about the rule of 72. A lot of people have no idea what the rule of 72 is. So let me explain it. So literally you just take 72 divided by your rate of return, and that's how many years it takes for your money to double. So the reason why we go through this is maybe you want to see how inflation will outpace for the next 20 years. Maybe you want to see how much the bank is earning off you for the next 20 years. Maybe you want to see the impact of your current investment strategy and how it's going to look after 10, 20 years. So that's why we use the rule of 72 to gauge whether your account is ultimately efficient for yourself. So Albert Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. So you can see the chart. At 4%, your money takes 18 years to double. At 8%, it takes 9 years to double your money. And at 12%, it takes 6 years to double your money. So it's not to just put our customers automatically where there's more growth. It's about being efficient with our customers' investments. So if a customer is low risk and they can't handle the high risk, we can educate them, see if they'll change their mind. But ultimately, if they don't, we need to make sure that we're doing the best for our customers. But ultimately, we need to make sure that we're also achieving our customers' goals. So we need to have a good balance when we're helping our clients. So that's essentially what we're here to do. We're here to not push our customers to be in that high risk scenario, but we're trying to ultimately maximize their investments to make it a lot better. So really, we're here to be that investment coach. We're here to be that high level coach to make sure that you're hitting your goals by the time you're in retirement. Then we look at the financial house and how insurance is the foundation of that. Now, I ask this question all the time. What is your biggest asset in your own life? People will say my house, my investment accounts, this, and that. But you are your biggest asset. If you get sick, you cannot work. You cannot pay for your lifestyle. You cannot pay for your family, and you cannot pay for your housing and your financial plan. So that's why we say insurance is the foundation. A lot of Canadians who suffer from a critical illness, they might only have 6 months of savings before they might have to draw from debt, from a line of credit, from family members. So that's why we say critical illness insurance and insurance in general is the foundation. We look at disability. The statistics show that you're more likely to get injured outside of work. So if you get injured outside of work, you can't pay for your lifestyle, you can't pay for your family, and ultimately you're not covered. And then we look at estate. So there was a story in Ontario. There was a daughter who lost both of her parents, unfortunately. Very tragic situation. And now she has to pay over $600,000 just the access to the inheritance. Folks, this is so important. This is why we have to, every year, sit down with our clients and make sure that there's no changes, no updates. And then we look at life insurance. See, for me, when my mother passed away, we had to do a GoFundMe. Here's a statistic. Only 20% of GoFundMes are funded. So do you really want to put your family through that grieving process and then put them through financial turmoil? And then obviously we look at real estate, your investing accounts, and insurance solutions. So real estate, we want to try to achieve your goals, get you to buy a house, get you to reduce your debt. For your RSP, are you maximizing it? You want to make sure you're maximizing your RRSP. And for your open account, does it make sense for your lifestyle? Does it make sense that you're more taxed? And maybe we can put your money in a TFSA. And if you used your TFSA and it's completely maxed, and your RSP is maxed, we could look at doing insurance solutions. So you can actually get tax deferred growth, and you can access this insurance money tax-free through a permanent insurance plan. You do have to qualify, and your death benefit is tax-free. Now, not everyone needs final insurance, permanent insurance. It's not for everyone, but it's for the people that sit down with us. And if it makes sense, we can put them on that plan. If it doesn't make sense, then we're not going to put you on that plan. So really, we're just sitting down with you and seeing what makes sense for you and how we can ultimately make your investments tax-free and work harder for you as well. So then we talk about our EFA process. So we're looking at how much debt a customer has, how much insurance a customer has. Again, maybe you get a cottage, maybe your lifestyle changes, maybe you have kids. So we need to look at if there's any gaps in your insurance strategy. Does your investment strategy make sense? Are you buying crypto? Do you buy stuff that you don't even fully understand? Are you investing in things that are too high risk for you? So does your investment strategy make sense? So we look at that as well. We look at maximizing your RSP, your TFSA, your first home savings account, if you're looking to buy a home. And ultimately, we want to look at your retirement strategy, how we can save you tax. Now, we ask this question all the time. How many people need an EFA? Most people say anywhere between 5 out of 10 people need an EFA, or 7 out of 10 people need an EFA. The truth is everyone needs an expert financial analysis. 10 out of 10 people need this. Whether you agree with it or not, there could be gaps in your debt strategy. There could be gaps in your insurance strategy. There could be gaps in your investment strategy. So it's always good to get a second opinion with Experior Financial Guide, with myself, guys. So this concludes my presentation. I hope it helps. This was kind of more long form content that I wanted to do. So I appreciate if you watched the whole video. Thank you guys. And you know what? Follow for more truths. Follow for more content. Follow my journey, because we're all in this journey together. And really, I want to help as many people as I possibly can.